for tuning in to Capital City News, your connection to Salt Lake City government. I'm your host, Poonam Kumar. Today we'll be talking to Jesse Schafer, Performing Arts Program Manager for the Salt Lake City Arts Council, about the Living Traditions Festival and some other exciting events. We'll also look ahead at what's happening in the city, and as usual, we'll finish off with our History Minute. But first, let's get you up to speed on some things you may have missed. The Salt Lake City Council held their March 25th meeting where they heard from organizations looking for funding through the Community Development Block Grant Program, also known as CDBG. These grants consist of federal dollars allotted to the city to provide communities with resources to help address a wide range of community development needs. Among other news, Mayor Becker recently challenged each council member to a friendly competition to see which district can sell the most Hive passes. Support your council district and pick up a pass today at ridewithhive.com. And the green bikes, which were introduced last year, will once again be spotted around the city this month as we've officially reopened the program for the season. Get your green bike pass today at greenbikeslc.org. Earth Day is just around the corner on April 22nd. If you are looking for a fun way to get involved, Salt Lake City's volunteer program will be hosting several Earth Day related events. To learn more, call 801-535-6202. One of the most unique features of our city is its rich artistic community, and the Salt Lake City Arts Council plays a key role in making it flourish. Joining us in studio now to tell us more is Jesse Schafer. Jesse, thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you for having me.
So Salt Lake Arts Council, you guys have several events happening this spring and summer. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. Well, our first event of the season is in May 16th, 17th, and 18th, which is the Living Traditions Festival. It is at the City and County building downtown, and it is a festival celebrating Salt Lake's traditional, cultural, and folk arts. And within that, we have a lot of exciting things. We have two main stages that have local performing artists, and they ranging anywhere from Japanese taiko drummers to Cambodian traditional dance and music to Greek traditional music, and kind of all in between. We also have a new stage this year, which is on the west side of the building, and it's an additional stage essentially that we've upped our number of local performing artists from 40 to about 70 this year. Wow. So we've increased on the need that we've had a lot of inquiries, and we're really excited to be inclusive of more groups. And so that'll be just an additional stage for performing artists. So.
And you're celebrating your 29th year.
That's correct. It's 29 years, and very excited to have that continuation. A lot of these groups have been with us for that duration, which is really exciting, and some of the kids have grown up essentially with that, and now they're performing as adults too, which is really exciting. So
now you guys also have some really special artists coming. Tell me about the artists.
We do. So we have 3 headline artists which will be performing each night of the festival. Friday evening we have a artist from Brooklyn, New York. They're called Red Barat, and they're kind of a mix of traditional North Indian Bhangra music along with some kind of traditional New Orleans jazz, big band, and going to be a very fun show. They're really party, a lot of high energy beats.
I can't wait. It sounds like just dance music and a good time.
Just
Everyone
a good
can come
time
out.
for sure.
And you also have another group, the Tribe Called Red.
Tribe Called Red, which is Saturday night. Exactly.
And like electro music.
They are from Canada, and they just won a what is akin to the Grammy in Canada award for the best native new artist, performing artist. And they kind of have a blend of electronic dance music with some native traditional beats and sing songs, and it's a really, really good blend. So we're
what a great fusion, to take traditional cultural music and mix it with sort of the new age vibe, hip hop and electronic dance music.
And that's part of what we're trying to do with the festival is have a platform for the traditional, but also incorporating some of the newer youth elements to that, and kind of incorporating them into the mix, because it's as relevant as what's old is what's new, and so it's really exciting to see. So.
And you have food. You showcase food from all over.
Plenty of food, which is probably the most exciting thing. We have everything from Greek gyros to Sudanese to Mexican and everything in between. So a really exciting, tasty, just assortment of food. So
And the event is free?
It is free to the public.
Awesome.
So it's a great family event. Everyone bring the kids down. Hopefully we have good weather, so it should be it's a great weekend. So I encourage everyone to come down.
And there are some volunteer opportunities, right?
Correct, yes. We have a need for volunteers. Obviously, putting on these large events are in huge part to the help we get from volunteers. And if you have any interest in helping us out, we would very much appreciate it. You can contact us via our website, which is slcgov.com/arts, Living Traditions Festival, and there's contact information there. And yeah, we appreciate any help we can get. So.
Well, Jesse, thank you so much for sharing, some information about the Arts Council and your upcoming events. I'm really looking forward to it. It's on my calendar.
Absolutely.
So
anytime.
Thanks.
Very happy to have me. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Time now for our History Minute.
Designed by the legendary Salt Lake architect Richard Kledding and originally built in 1893, the Great Saltair was a joint venture of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Los Angeles and Salt Lake Railroad Company. It was meant to be the West's answer to Coney Island. Salt Lake City residents would take a dedicated rail line out to the resort, which was hailed at the time as the most popular family destination west of New York. It was a place where young, wholesome Salt Lakers could go to dance, swim, and congregate outside the confines of the city. Eventually, the church sold it in 1906, and it remained a popular destination until it burned down on April 22, 1925. A new resort was built by prominent Mormons in the wake of the destruction, but Saltair too failed to gain the popularity of its predecessor, and even burned down again in 1931. The Great Depression and the advent of motion pictures decreased Saltair's popularity. Adding to that, rationing, due to America's involvement in World War II, closed the resort until the war's end, but its popularity never bounced back. In 1958, Saltair too closed its doors. The building stayed mostly vacant for the next 12 years until it was burned down by an arsonist. The Saltair we know now was built in 1981, a mile west of the original site, and was inspired by the original architecture. More than 120 years after its original construction, the Great Saltair still serves as a venue for some of today's best traveling music acts.
That's it for this edition of Capital City News, your connection to Salt Lake City government. Be sure to tune in next time to keep up to date on what's happening in the city. For Salt Lake City TV, I'm Poonam Kumar.